This is Whiteman Park.
This is the brand new Metronet Whiteman Park Station. Whiteman Park Station is a new station on Perth's Ellenbrook line, located approximately 21 kilometers from Perth in Fare Zone 2, the penultimate station on this new line. It was opened on the 8th of December 2024 to serve the surrounding heavily developing suburbs of Brabham and Dayton, as well as, of course, the namesake of the station, Whiteman Park, in the suburb of Whiteman. The station is the biggest, well, kind of, but the most grand station on the new extension. Balladura takes up more space, but this one is the most grand, being elevated above the road entrance for Whiteman Park Station, and the only station on the extension to feature escalators. This is the concourse level, which is below the platforms. Obviously an unusual thing, but because it is an elevated station, that's what you get. There are two lifts over there, timetables and customer service office, toilets, a drink fountain, and of course the Aboriginal name Wirrin for the station. This is quite an open area under here. There's actually not much. It's just all undercover. I guess just a place to wait if it's really windy or something, but otherwise there's nothing really. Defibrillator there as well. There is a staircase at the back, but really glad there's escalators here, the only station, as I said, to have them. So let's go up onto the elevated platform. This is now our second proper elevated station, of course, the other one being the upgraded Bayswater station for the Ellenbrook line, but we're about to get a lot more with the Armadale line opening. This is the platform level. It's a simple island platform, but you actually have a really good view at the Brabham shopping center over there, and Drumpellier Drive right next to the station. There's an intersection here which got upgraded with traffic lights as part of the station construction, as well as the older alignment of the road at the back there, Isodune Street. From the 19th of July 2022 until February 2024, Drumpellier Drive was diverted via Isodune Street at the back there to allow for the construction of the elevated rail section. By June 2023, 12 of the 40 viaduct beams had been lifted into place, and in October 2023, 3 spans were yet to be completed. By March 2024, all the structural steel and concrete works were completed, and the station reached completion in August 2024, being the third of the 5 new stations to reach full completion. Routes 353, before the Ellenbrook line opened, had to deviate underneath the viaduct here and U-turn on the site of Whiteman Park Station, due to the fact that there is no right turn allowed from that point there where that bus is exiting right now. And there still isn't, but there's obviously no more routes which continue past there, so they all just come to the station. You can see that bus coming in right now. All this land on the eastern side of the station is the site of the former Caversham airfield, and is currently still completely undeveloped bushland planned to become a transit-oriented development, as typical around many Metronet stations. But they do have the new shopping centre there, relatively new, lots of things there, petrol station, restaurants and Coles. A massive Coles truck right here showing you for it, so yeah, that's good, that's within walking distance, that's great. Lots of buses down there as well now, connecting you to those surrounding suburbs, and the bus station down here. Just a quick look down at the southern end of the platform. There's the 2 lifts coming up here and more seating. The roof is like the exact same design as most of the other stations, so they're really keeping a common theme along the Ellenbrook line, but this definitely looks like the best. Like there's no doubt this is the best station of the 5 on the new line. Usually it's so hard to decide, but on the Ellenbrook line pretty much everyone agrees that it's Whiteman Park Station. It's such a beautiful station. They've done it so well, and there's so much cool stuff around. You can see for such a far distance in that direction, and the parklands here, and the cows and kangaroos grazing down there with the train running right past them. It's just so nice. All right, we'll take the lift down. They do have 2 here, just like every station they try to do now newly with 2 lifts, although Balladura has 6 and Morley has like 3, although one's not operational yet.
Doors opening, going up.
But here the 2 lifts are actually programmed separately, so you can open this lift separately with this button. But at other stations like Balladura, there's only 1 button, and then you don't get to choose which lift you're going to go into. Anyway, we're back down on the concourse level now. Closed station smart ride posters, of course. That's how grand this station is, unlike Morley and Noranda, which did not get that. But look at this. The outside is just amazing as well. I actually love it so much. Directions to Whiteman Park. Here it gives you all the information about Whiteman Park itself and how you can get there. 2 different options. You can walk to the Heritage bus stop, which is just a little bit further into the park, for services operated by the Bus Preservation Society of WA, but I'm not actually sure how often that runs. That used to be the old method to get in. You have to get off the 955 and then go to them, and you'd have to pay a separate fare and they take you in, although I think they discontinued that a few years ago. I don't know if it's back now. But the main way you get in is, of course, the new tramway extension, which was completed with government funding for the Perth Electric Tramway Society, a 1.3 kilometer extension of the Whiteman Park tram line, which previously just operated a service within Whiteman Park. It did used to come out here to the entrance at Drumpellier Drive before, but that was discontinued several years ago, but now it's back. The tram operates Tuesdays and Fridays between 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. I'm pretty sure. I should know this because I literally volunteer for them. And I'm doing a lot of it at the moment. I'll be driving this Sunday and Tuesday, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, or conducting as well. But anyway, this video is obviously for the future, so I shouldn't be just saying random current things right now. Yes, but they also operate every day during the school holidays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. On Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on Sundays from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And there is also extra services on public holidays, but none on Christmas and stuff. So this is the Whiteman Park entrance tram stop. Unfortunately, there's actually no trams today due to a total fire ban, which whenever the government says there's a fire ban, it can't run. So sadly, you can't connect today. But otherwise, it should be running. Unfortunately as well, though, the addition of this stop has created a network which is too long to be run in 30 minutes. So at the time of recording, we're actually only running an hourly service on our tram network, departing the station at 10 past each hour during operating hours. But I'm told that should probably change soon. So I'll put any updates in the description of this video, but I'm just saying what it is at the moment. I will include a few tram clips there as well, which I would have filmed whenever it's operating, whenever I'm running it. I just did it a few days ago as well, but obviously today it's on, when I'm filming the station, it's not running. And then there's also this car park, which was specifically designed to minimize the amount of trees which were cut down. There's about 900 bays here, which is useful, especially for the greatly developing suburbs there. You can see it's not actually that used right now. This is still before peak hour, so, well, just about peak hour now. So there's a lot of space here since Ellenbrook already gets filled up, but the suburbs will be expanding, so they need that for future proofing. And of course, free parking until February 2025, as written up there, which is actually free everywhere until the 5th of February with the summer free travel. But everywhere else, which is not the Ellenbrook line, you need to actually tag on still just so they track stuff. But on the Ellenbrook line stations, you don't have to, which is kind of weird that it's still free, but in a different way. Now there's this cool little like children's play area here as well, and several drink fountains located around these grasslands outside of the station. It really does not feel like a train station. This is definitely not what Transperth used to build before. Is it like stations were really never built like this? It's actually so cool now. There's a little drop-off bay there as well, and these muscle artworks, which I'll put the full information up the top of the screen as I usually do for artworks. And there is a ticket machine, single ticket machine actually, right here outside. There's provision to put a second one in, but I guess cash tickets are becoming a bit phased out because there is the new Smart Rider hub next to it where you could just buy a Smart Rider if you don't have one, and eventually pay with credit cards as well. Now let's take a walk through the bus interchange, serving several routes connecting to the developing suburbs. There's not actually that many though. Take a look at the map. I think there's only 6 routes, but some of them are very infrequent. So we have the 355, which is a direct replacement of the old 955, which obviously ran from Ellenbrook to Morley, but now it just starts here at Whiteman Park, travels the same alignment via Bassendean Station, a little bit different here, taking the Broadway instead of Collier Road, and over to Galleria bus station. Then we have the 357, which is the replacement of the old 353 south of Whiteman Park Station. Exact copy, no change to Bassendean Station. And the 347 is the replacement of the 353 north of Whiteman Park Station. Currently also exact copy with no change, but instead of terminating at Henley Brook bus station, which is now a bus depot, it continues and replaces the old 336 in between Henley Brook bus station and Ellenbrook station, running via its old deviation on Ponte Vecchio Boulevard and Milano Parade, which I did film, but now that's just permanent part of the route. It's not a deviation. Although all of this is a temporary alignment, there's currently like one singular stop where Henley Brook bus station was. But once this road is extended through into this part of Henley Brook, the actual residential part, the route will go somewhat more like that and no longer serve Starflower Road. Then there's also the 349 and 359, which are both replacements of the old 335, which ran from Midland to Ellenbrook via the Swan Valley and West Swan Road. But they just go straight out along Woolcoot Avenue to West Swan Road. 349 goes up along the exact same alignment to Ellenbrook, just instead going directly in Peninsula Parade instead of those streets like the old 335 used to. And the 359 goes south and goes to Midland Station on somewhat the same alignment. I think this bit's a little different, but otherwise, yeah, Reed Highway. But those are both still extremely infrequent routes because the 335 is only like 5 times a day anyway. And finally, there's this new route they added in, not really replacing anything. 358, heading down through Dayton on the same alignment as 357, but once reaching Suffolk Street in Caversham, it turns left, serving 3 new stops which were previously not served, and then joining onto the 359 route, Reed Highway, and to Midland Station. So there's actually a much more frequent connection between Whiteman Park and Midland Station. There goes a train right now, which is actually probably faster than the train if you manage to properly connect to one of those. I have filmed that in my new bus routes video. So yeah, there's the full timetable. And of course, train replacement. Stand 1 is set down only. Good, closest to the entrance, always set down only. There's quite a few empty stands here actually, I think. Stand 2 is set down only as well. Stand 3 is for the 347 up to Ellenbrook Station. Here is the other toilets which are located here as well, as they did with all the bus interchanges, because again, it's literally just the Yanchip copy. Stand 4 is the 349 to Ellenbrook Station, which you can see, it's literally weekdays only, 7 services a day, and one of them is school days only 12 minutes after the usual last service, so really it's like 6 services a day. There's that one. Stand 5 again empty, it's just the train replacement towards Ellenbrook, whenever that's gonna run. Another train up there, it looks so good from down here. Stand 7 is 355, 955 replacement, that's probably gonna be the busiest one. Oh, there's another one at the end there. Stand 6 is also empty, but train replacement towards Perth. Stand 8 is for the 357 to Bassendean. Stand 9 is for the 358 to Bassendean, which this route does actually have weekend service, so you can always get to Midland from here. And then stand 10 is for the other extremely infrequent route 359 to Midland Station, also around 8 times a day. This one is, but again, having school day exclusive trips Oh no, it is 7 because it's got school day and school holiday trips. So yeah, that's the full timetable for it there. So weird that they have separate stands just for these really scarce routes. And this is just a walking route out of the station in this direction. There is a car park extending all the way to here with the 10 electric vehicle charging bays that they've put at all the new stations here. There is the road entrance to Whiteman Park and the bus stop in there if that ever operates anymore. Check the website, or I'll put it on the screen once I do. It should, because they put a new sign out for it though. And the roundabout here where the old bus used to turn around. And of course the train tracks elevated over the road. The whole reason why it was elevated, so they didn't make some level crossing for the entrance into Whiteman Park. Although I think that would be really cool as well if there's a level crossing here in the Ellenbrook line for entering Whiteman Park. But I know they would never do that in this era. So what elevated is still awesome as well. Otherwise the station would have looked a lot more basic probably. Right underneath the elevated railway. It's so cool. And this intersection here, this used to be a massive roundabout and then it became traffic light. That's actually quite unusual. Usually it would go the other way around. The traffic light was turned into a roundabout, but okay, it's not that serious. This is the station sign with the Metronet logo as always. There is a specific bus lane on the other side of this light for getting into the station. And there is a PSP which runs along Drumpellier Drive here and goes to the second entrance to the station, which is quite hidden. So this is the walking route to the Brabham shops over there. This is the PSP. But if you follow this PSP, you can see Whiteman Station. Seriously, please, right, park. 400 meters down here. Great view of the station from this side as well. I actually really need to take a train clip from here. Gas bus on the 355. Yeah, it's actually so weird the variety you can get here as well. Gas buses, NHs, Optimi, pretty much everything you can get here. Because it's again operated by both Perth and Swan, with Swan from Ellenbrook Depot and Perth from Henley Brook Bus Depot. Alright, so walking along this PSP, there's the station. And here is the second entrance to the station, which is quite easy to miss. I actually didn't realize it's here on the first day either. So the road is just above this underpass that they've built. Again, such a beautiful spot, even though it's underneath the road. It's so nice. The artwork they've put on the sides, the seating, and the station sign, which is in Trainspotting green. They never put red or the actual line color any of these spots anymore. Another train up there. And this is also the location of the bike shelter for the station, which we've done a full loop around now. And we're back at the main entrance. Yep, back where we started. What? Hang on.
Never gonna see that again.
Oh yeah.
Perfect summer.
Really amazing view here from the tram platform at the train up there. The C series, which we won't be seeing anymore.
Series 1 to
Damn it, I should have filmed the full thing.
They should have a system map. They should announce it.
Not set. And while all the regular commuters exit the station and I relax on the lovely grassland outside of it, I definitely give Whiteman Park Station a full rating of 5 out of 5 stars. This is honestly a station which I really want to say it's more like, because there's so many others that have given 5 out of 5, which now I say are way worse than this. So like seriously, this is like 6, 7, 8 even out of 5. It's so good. I cannot describe. Words cannot describe what a beautiful station this is. So many people have said it is definitely the best station on the Ellenbrook line, if not the best station on the network. And I agree. It's really contending with my love for High Wycombe station as well, which when you look at High Wycombe compared to this, it's actually really looks a lot more basic, but I still really do like it. It's kind of hard to decide. I think maybe I still have the new vibes from this station making it kind of biased, so maybe I'll make a decision later, but honestly in my top 3 favorite stations now, definitely. It's really beautiful, so full rating. There's no way this couldn't get that. It's actually amazing, and it's got first ever train-tram connection, which I never would have thought would happen, and I work on that now so regularly as well, so it's so fun to be connecting to the real rail network from heritage trams operated from all around Australia, which we bring in to operate here.